Hello, my name is Amarachi Favour Odol. I'll be speaking of impacts of effective communication in care sector on listening and non-verbal communication. My service username is by name John Smith, age 24 years, with a moderate intellectual disability. Effective communication is a two-way process. Active empathetic communication listening is listening to comfort and to help others, according to Solomon and Tessis, 2013, page 213. As a caregiver, it is very important for me to see things from the service user's perspective. This helps me to meet his needs and gives me a feeling of fulfillment. In this way, John feels satisfied that his needs and welfare are being met, and this creates room for trust. The use of gestures while we speak, according to Benson and Carr, 1994. As John, my service user with a moderate intellectual disability, is interacting with me, the caregiver, I should look out for the gestures and facial expression. For example, a person who mixes up yes and no, we usually show this. We show which they mean by their facial expression. By knowing the gesture my service user uses, this will help to remove the communication barrier between me, the caregiver, and John, the service user, and this will increase our trust. According to Solomon and Tessis, 2013, page 178, it is very important to understand the non-verbal communication. I need to understand the way John communicates non-verbally, as this will improve my interpersonal communication skills with him and keep the professional relationship going. This will also give him the free mind to communicate or interact more with me as a caregiver. For example, gestures such as nodding and facial expression and eye contact, which encourages him to interact more and improve his communication skill. Non-verbal communication varies from culture to culture. This means that what is meant to be friendly gesture may be an insult, may be a serious insult to another, according to Harvard, 2006, page 111. For example, in African culture, if a person is not focusing, facial expressions like the eye contact can be used for signal for correction. But in the case of John, a gentle touch on his shoulder will help him to adjust and calm him down. On the other hand, a gentle rub on his shoulder shows or tells that we are commending him on his good behavior. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Evelyn Makombe, and today I'm going to talk about effective communication, non-verbal and listening in a social care sector. My service user is John Smith. He's 24 years of age and he has a moderate intellectual disability. Effective communication is a two-way process. According to McKee et al., 1995, page 6, listening is a commitment to understand how other people feel and how they see the world. It's very important for me as a caregiver to understand how John feels with all that is going on around him. This will give him a sense of involvement, and as a caregiver, I will have a sense of achievement. This will help to build trust and in the relationship between John and I, the caregiver. Body language is also very important. Evans, 1990, page 170 to 173. As a caregiver, to be able to communicate with my service user, John, who has a moderate intellectual disability, I should be aware of the gestures and the body positioning in order not to convey wrong information during interaction. For example, eye movement. If I'm interacting with John, I don't have to be moving my eyes side or left. I have to be focused on John because he is the one I'm interacting with. And then gazing is also very important. I should not be able to gaze during the interaction with John. By doing so, it will make both the caregiver and the service user comfortable and free. It is also very important for the caregiver to understand and learn the language the service user uses during interaction, for both to have a common ground of communication which will enhance the relationship. And according to Evans D, 1990, page 170, staff should be more aware of how other people feel. For my service user John, who has a moderate intellectual disability, it is very important for me as a caregiver to make sure that John's feelings are not compromised in any way. This will give John a sense of love, trust, belonging, which will create a good relationship between the caregiver and John, the service user. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Biodun Bello. I'm going to speak about the impact of effective communication on non-verbal and listening, in a social care setting. I'm dealing with a service user whose name is John Smith, and he's 24 years of age with a mild intellectual disability. Effective communication is a two-way process. According to Evan, 1990, 173, page 173, monitoring and controlling personal non-verbal signal when communicating with John as a caregiver, I have to ensure that I maintain and control my body posture. For example, not fidgeting around when I'm communicating with, not fidgeting and unnecessary blinking of eyes. This encourages John to stay focused and listening attentively to the caregiver. This also helps me as a caregiver to be able to be at alert and show signs of interest in the conversation with John in the conversation with John, and this creates room to improve our communication. According to Benson and Care 1994 shows sympathy if the person becomes upset and frustrated during interaction with my service user, John. There might be a time when John can get upset or even frustrated. As a caregiver, I must show sympathy by my facial gesture, by tapping John on his shoulder. It helps him to calm down. By doing so, it will enhance the relationship and trust between John and me and the caregiver. Listening attentively to John shows that I'm being empathetic about his emotion. This helps him to feel relaxed, especially when he's angry. At the same time, it helps the caregiver to manage his anger and to understand his situation at a particular time. According to Urban 2006, page 164, with response